Quick question. When was the last time you looked your spouse in the eyes for a full 60 seconds? Not while scrolling your phone, not while half listening for the microwave to beep. Just 60 seconds, eyes locked, nothing else.
If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. Most couples we coach can't remember the last time either. And that's a problem because the average couple will spend over 90,000 hours together in a lifetime, but almost none of it is truly present.
Today, we're going to tell you why that happens, what it's costing your marriage, and exactly how to fix it. Stick around because by the end of this video, you have a simple shift that you can make tonight.
Welcome back to Married on Purpose, the channel where we help you stop settling for a marriage of convenience and start building a marriage of significance. This is video 8 in our year-long series, Making Marriage a Priority. Being present with your spouse.
So let's start with the hard truth. Time is the most valuable resource that you have. It's the one resource that you can never renew. Once a moment passes, it's gone. So why do many of us spend it reliving old arguments or worrying about a future that hasn't even happened yet?
Here's the good news. God gave marriage 2 incredible gifts for building connection: continuity and a fresh start. Continuity is everything you and your spouse have already lived through, the good days and the hard ones. Those shared experiences either bind you closer together or they damage the relationship, depending on how you choose to process them.
And the fresh start doesn't mean hitting reset and pretending the past didn't happen. It means showing up to new experiences with your spouse without dragging yesterday's baggage into today. You're not lowering your expectations for the marriage, you're updating them based on what you've learned together.
So let's simplify this. The past is a moment that has already passed. Stop reliving it. The future may or may not even happen. Stop worrying about it. The present is the only thing that actually exists. So that's where your attention belongs.
Let's picture a couple. We'll call them Mark and Lisa. Mark travels for work 3 weeks a month. For years, every phone call with Lisa turned into a status report. Bills, the kids' schedules, logistics. Yeah, it's functional, but it's empty.
One night, Mark called just to say, "I was standing in a parking lot and a song came on that reminded me of our first date. I miss you." No agenda, no logistics. Lisa told us that 30-second call did more for their marriage than a month of dutiful check-ins.
That's the power of presence, even across distance. Being aware of how your mood and your decisions affect your spouse and letting them know that you're thinking of them. It costs you nothing, but it means everything.
Here's something we tell every couple we coach. Most marriage conflict comes from disappointing outcomes or unmet expectations. But none of that outweighs the simple act of spending real time in each other's presence.
The greatest gift that you can give your spouse is your undivided attention. When they're talking to you, lock in, make eye contact. Put the phone face down. It sounds small, but it's not small to the person sitting across from you.
Take James and Renee, another couple we've worked with. Renee would come home and start telling James about her day, and he'd nod along while scrolling headlines on his phone. She stopped talking to him about anything that mattered because she felt unheard.
Now, once James started setting the phone in another room for the first 10 minutes she was home, everything changed. Renee said it wasn't the 10 minutes that mattered. It was finally feeling like she was the most important thing in the room.
Most marriage arguments can actually be solved with 2 short sentences. "I'm sorry," followed by "I forgive you." Processing real hurt can take time, we know that. But in the meantime, the present is a blank canvas.
That's right. You don't have to repaint the same picture over and over. Every time you drag yesterday's offense back into today's conversation, you're not protecting yourself. You're delaying your own reconciliation.
And let's be clear, arguing with your spouse is not the same thing as being present with them. Arguing is just continuing to disagree long after you've already made your point, because being right can feel good in the moment.
Being present means seeking to understand and also being understood. Once both of you feel heard, the conversation should shift from who's right toward how you solve this together.
All of this requires growing your emotional intelligence as a couple. Our emotions are constantly shaped by memories of the past and anxiety about the future. But if you can pause and notice what emotion is actually driving you in a given moment, your communication improves instantly.
Here's the mindset shift that we want you to have today. The goal is never to win an argument with your spouse. Whatever you think that win is worth, the real cost is always higher. The goal is to reconcile, and forgiveness, real forgiveness, should always be the assumption you start from, not something your spouse has to earn back.
So if today's video hit home, we want you to do two things. First, tonight, put the phone down for 10 minutes and just be present with your spouse. See what happens.
Second, head over to daveanddarie.com for more coaching resources, worksheets, and tools.
If you haven't already, subscribe to Married on Purpose and join our community of couples who are choosing a marriage of significance on purpose every single day.
We'll see you in the next video. Until then, remember, be present.